Yo, what's up? It's your boy Weasel. Hey, listen, before the year's out, I just want to put a little bit of a few thoughts in your head. We talking about going into a new year. So with a new year comes old things and new things. And I'm just hoping that, in the new year, that you're willing to embrace new faces and new places. Because a lot of times, man, we simply get caught up in bad habits, bad tool habits, where we go into the same places, doing the same thing, shaking the same hands, man. Let me tell you something. There's no growth in shaking the same hands. And if you're going down the same highways that you know, then that's exactly what it is. It's what you know, and there's no growth in that as well. So if you're looking to do more, I want you to learn this mindset right here. And the mindset is the assessment. Each year, take the time to think about what you did for that year and ask yourself, have I simply elevated myself from what I do? All this knowledge we talk about acquiring, and is it just talk for the sake of putting it out there, saying that you're a student for life, or all this other generic shit that these motherfuckers are saying nowadays? Or are you truly, sincerely trying to elevate yourself in what we do? There's the writing aspect of it, and at the same time, there's the fellowship, there's the appreciation for the culture. There's so many facets to what we do, and a lot of us can't dial into that. Like there's more than going to a bike party or being in the club and this and that. Once you start to inhale this and realize what this culture is truly about, then maybe, you'll start to understand why some of us are so passionate about what we do when it comes to this bike stuff, and why we try to take ownership of it and pass it on to the next. Because the thing is, if you're really doing this, you can really grow. I mean, you meet brothers and you ever wonder why they get so much respect and why they have so much knowledge? Well, it doesn't come from focusing on that next great post or that funny post or what it may be, or sharing the post that your man put up. This is because we are getting out here and we are simply doing what we do as bikers. You know what I'm saying? And not just going places. I mean, when we go on places, like my focus is always getting there and meeting people. I love to meet people, and I'm not just saying shaking one hand and taking a picture. I'm talking about, yo, let's get on this side and let's talk about what you've been doing these last couple of years or whatever it may be. Because if I haven't been there, and maybe you have, then maybe you can educate me. And you know what? Once again, I'm doing something new and expanding myself and coming back and inspiring the next brother or sister. So, just wrapping up the 2019, what I want y'all to do is think about growth. Think about your mental growth, your two-row growth, your growth in the culture, your mindset, your approach, the bike that you ride, understanding your bike in and out. Like, you shouldn't even be riding your bike down the highway if you don't have the general knowledge, man. You'll be amazed how many people don't have this simple working knowledge of their bike. Something simple as what happens if your bike don't start and the kickstand is stuck down, like on these Harleys. It's simple things that you need to learn about your own scooters. So it's much bigger than that. But what I want to see y'all to do, ask you to do, is ask yourself and keep it 100. Have I truly elevated myself this year? What have I done? Who have I met? Am I really into the culture? Am I just somebody that just want to ride and this and that? It ain't nothing wrong with being a regular person and just want to just ride and go places. That to each his own. I ain't pointing fingers at nobody, man. But if you on Facebook and you're talking about bike life this, bike life that, well, you know what, man? When it come time to meet some real brothers and we want to chop it up on it and see what you screaming about, well, yo, you need to be prepared for that conversation. So if you're not living it, don't be screaming it, all right? But anyway, I want to keep this real simple, man. It's been a good year for me. Been all over the place. Already laying out 2019, ready to get down the road and do what bikers do. But, everything doesn't have to be verbs. Sometimes it's okay just to get out there and just go and do it for yourself and not for the next post. All right. So whatever y'all do, man, shiny side up. We're wrapping up 2018, going to 2019, and hopefully it's another safe year, man. This year, man, was definitely unreal. A lot of epic movements, man, a lot of new brotherhoods, sisterhoods created, and just, new places to go. And as a result, man, it just opened up good opportunity for 2019. And once you get into this, you'll understand what I mean by creating growth for yourself, all right? So whatever y'all do, shiny side up. If you got some club stuff you want to chop it up or on some protocol stuff, hit me up in the back end, ogweasel@gmail.com.